Hey guys, back in the shop. We're just going to do a quick little video. Didn't come with any instructions, but I had bought this ez-kut at I think it was Deer Fest a couple years back. I've been using the thing like crazy when you're trimming just little small branches, but it broke. It broke this little spring, or there's a little pin that goes in right here. I don't know if you can see that hole. And it goes into these ratcheting teeth up here. That pin disappeared when I was cutting a branch, a little small branch, and it just, who knows where it went in the woods, and you're not gonna find it. So I went onto their site, and I think this is like $9.37, something like that. I cannot remember off the top of my head. Then you have shipping, so I think it was close to like $5 for shipping, so like $14 or $15, and you get this kit. It has a replacement blade in it. It's got an Allen wrench, and it's got the new little pin right there with little retaining clips to hold it in place. Now there's looks like two retaining clips in there, maybe because they're so freaking small that they might pop off and you might lose it while you're trying to install this. So that's going to be interesting. It just went on the site, and I don't know if it's just not loading, but I couldn't see a video on how to do this, but it's got to be pretty straightforward. So I'm going to do a quick little video on replacing this blade. The blade is good on the other one, so it's really just the pin issue. So I'll probably take that blade off. I'll put the new blade on, and then I will probably just sharpen that other blade and have it as a spare later on. And then maybe I'll just look for some of these little pins and see if I can just get some pins for replacement so I don't have to buy another whole kit. All right, guys, let's go try this on the overhead and see how it turns out, okay? Bye. All right, guys, so here we are. Here's the ez-kut, and like I said, right here is where the pen came out, and it goes into this little ratchet. In this kit, we do have a new blade, replacement blade right here. We have an Allen wrench, which is kind of nice that they send that to you. And then you've got the little pin in there with a couple retaining clips. So let's open this up. Don't want that retaining clip falling on the ground anywhere. So we're probably going to flip this over. Do it slowly so we don't lose anything. So there's our replacement blade. Here is the Allen wrench they give you. And then we have the little clip, or the little pin in there, and the retaining clip. So there you go. This is what fell out in the woods and will never be seen again. All right. And it looks like you have two retaining clips. So I'm thinking only one goes on there and maybe one is a spare. So we're going to put those just down here on here. So I would say on this, they give you an Allen wrench. So right here is the little Allen screw. So I assume this goes in here. There we go. And lefty-loosey. So we're going to go left. There's nothing on the other side over here. So that's either threaded into this metal or there's something under there that is permanent. So we're going to take out that pin. There's your pin is out. So it should just slide out. Oh yeah, there it goes, sliding out. And there's nothing wrong with this. So we can probably just resharpen it. The teeth may have been worn down a little bit on there. I don't know if you can see that. Don't want to get too close so it goes out of focus, but may have worn down those a little bit. We're going to replace that with the new one. Here's the new one. I'll put them side by side. Let's see if there's really a big difference. So if you look at it, this is the used one, and that's the new one. Maybe a little wearing on the teeth, but not much. So we'll be able to resharpen this and redo it. And then we'll look for some of these replacement pins somewhere else where I can just get some pins. And if this happens again, I can just replace the pin. All right, so let's put this blade in here. So we're going to put the blade right back in there. Sorry, just bumped the camera. And I'm going to line up the hole inside. And then we're going to put the pin back in there. And then we're going to tighten it down. You can really crank that down. It doesn't do anything with the blade as far as pinching it or anything, so we're good there. Now this is going to be the hardest part, I think, is getting this into there. So I don't think it really matters which side you come in with the pin. So we're going to get this into here. So if you're trying to do it like this, it's going to be very hard to get it in there. So let the blade open all the way up like this. And then it's a little easier. You can play with the blade to get your setup in there. Blade is sharp, so just be careful. And drop the pin in there. So we got the pin in there now. See the pin, hold it with your finger on the other side. And we should be able to just push this retaining clip on there, hopefully. This might be a little harder than we think it is going to be. There's like a little dome on this, so I would say the dome part goes up. And this is, like I said, is probably going to be the hardest part of this whole thing. Trying to get that on there. So what I'm going to do is I have some pliers here. See if I can hold it with one side. With the finger, and then on the other side, push it down. There it goes. And a little pinch of the finger, but it looks like it's snapped on there. You can see that. So now, hopefully, these things should be operational again. And it appears to be. All right, so I'm going to save this little retaining clip because I don't think you put doubles on there because it doesn't look like there's room. Maybe you do put doubles on there. I can't tell if you could put a second one on there. But it looks like it is operational. Maybe I'll try and put the second one on there. See if it'll work, because I can tell you this, if you lose it out in the woods, you're not going to find it anyways, so let's see if we can get both of them on there. Maybe it'd be just double security. All right. No, doesn't look like it stayed on there. Let's try it again. All right, yeah, that went on there. I got both of them on there. And it appears that it's staying on there. All right, so these things are fixed now and should be ready to be back out in the woods working. And on these, when you go like this, then you just push that up to lock it in place so it stays locked. Push it down a little bit, pull that down, and it opens up. And you can cut through some pretty nice branches. All right, so we are back in business. Nice and easy. You can do this yourself. Just replace that, pull that out, and replace the blade. All right, guys, see you later. Bye-bye.